Welcome, marketing chefs. I've got something truly special cooking in our Omni-Channel oven today. Thank you for joining me for what will be a very serious discussion around three topics: free speech, academic freedom rights, and cancel culture. These three issues have hit me close to home, and it's a reason why I haven't filmed a video in a long time. Join me today as we tackle these. Up next in the Marketing Kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen, the Marketing Kitchen. Hi, I'm Ron VINING, your host of Marketing Kitchen TV. I truly appreciate you joining me today in the Marketing Kitchen as I discuss these three very important topics. For some of you, this may be your first time seeing me and being in the Marketing Kitchen, and so I welcome you first timers. For those of you that are used to seeing me here, welcome back. I've missed sharing with you. The three important topics I have to share with you today revolve around free speech rights, academic freedom rights, and of course cancel culture, looking to take those away. As many of you know, I have been an adjunct professor at the University of Massachusetts since the fall of 2007. In the spring of 2009, when I moved to Singapore, I was asked to develop the UMass Boston College of Management in particular online program. And ever since then, I've been teaching 2 or more courses every semester. The courses that I teach have ranged from ethics to marketing management to brand management, digital marketing, social media marketing, all of this very same things that I do in my professional career. There's a number of professors out there that are book smart, have their PhDs, and they teach. And then there are individuals like me with my master's degree who have not only taught for 25 years, I've also worked for 25 years. When I'm talking about things related to government, or let's say the retail or hospitality, entertainment, homeland security, transportation, whatever the topic might be, I'm not just telling you something that I've read, I'm talking to you about something that I do, something that I've lived, something that I've done. And apparently, because I chose to develop a course in the way that I see fit in an online environment related to my professional expertise, as well as the academic theory with which I believed my methodology was sound, with which to deliver the best course possible, I shifted my fully online courses that were in Blackboard to platforms such as YouTube, as well as other channels. Now, for whatever reason, in my sharing my experience, as well as my opinion, but it's my professional opinion, so it, within the context of the course, is protected under my academic freedom rights, and of course I'm protected under my free speech rights to share, again within the context of learning, anything that I see fit as the best way to take my students from learning the theory to understanding its application in the real world, because that's where I live and work, in the real world, not in some theoretical environment that some academic institutions seem to think that that's the way the world works, and it doesn't. So what's happened to me is, even though I have taught, I added it up, I've taught anywhere between 4,500 and 5,000 students over the course of my career. Well, in 2020, it seems that a handful, so less than I can count on this hand, complained about things that I had to say related to lockdowns, masking, shutdown of the economy, restrictions on movement and travel and commerce, things that I had to say about the election, things related to taxes and economics and foreign policy, things that I had to say about equality and race. And all of this, again, tied into consumerism, tied into marketing, tied into branding, tied into the proper way to manage one's brand, corporation, product, service. But somehow, these individuals and academic institution of UMass Boston that I work for, they seem to think that this free expression of ideas no longer exists. They seem to think that cancel culture is a thing, that it's appropriate, that silencing me or attempting to silence me is something that they can get away with, that they can take away my free speech, that they can take away my academic freedom rights. I've been suspended, and I'm facing a termination hearing, and I don't exactly know what all the charges are. And I also don't know the discovery or their supporting information because they refused to give it to me in violation of the collective bargaining agreement under the union, Massachusetts Teachers Association, and the UMass Boston Faculty Staff Union. My collective bargaining agreement rights are being stifled, my free speech rights are being stifled, and my academic freedom rights are being stifled. And if they can attempt to silence me today, then they can attempt to silence you. That's any other faculty member, any other student, any other American. We could be silenced tomorrow if we allow this tyranny to continue. So I have registered a domain name called Save Academic Freedom, and I've registered a few others too. And in the coming weeks and months, I look to roll out several platforms, because when I'm done defending myself, protecting my free speech rights, my academic freedom rights, then I'm going to fight to protect yours as well. And I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page to raise money for a legal defense fund that will first take care of my legal expenses, my lost wages, the health insurance. Can you imagine an institution wanting to take my health insurance away from me deliberately when we're in the middle of this pandemic? Like, if that's what they really believe, then what group of people would want to do that? What institution would want to do that? What higher learning environment want to cancel free speech? It's beyond me. So I'm going to fight. I'll fight all the way to the Supreme Court if I need to. I will fight it in the press, I'll fight it in the media, I'll fight it right here on social. And when I'm done with my cause, I'm going to fight for your cause, because together we can end cancel culture. Together we can restore civility to our country so that we have free speech again, so that we have academic freedom again. And I'm just completely at a loss that this is happening. This is not the America that my grandfather sacrificed for in World War II. I have two grandfathers that fought in World War II to protect our freedoms from fascism. My father sacrificed and my uncle sacrificed in Vietnam to protect our freedom. And then now we're just giving it away to the mob? I don't get it. So regardless if you're on the left or you're on the right, whether you're from a red state or you're from a blue state, I don't care about what your position is. I'm for equality. I believe that if we can come together, we can stop this. We can unite on a common cause that says we can disagree, but we can come together in the middle and we can work, and we can find things, the commonalities that make us Americans. Go back to that melting pot again, where it's not the diverse ingredients that made America strong. The parts on their own are weak, but the parts assembled together in that melting pot create something really special and something unique. That's the America I grew up in, and that's the America that I want you to live in as well. And I hope that you'll join me. Again, go to the website, saveacademicfreedom.com. I'll have links in the description, and I'll continue to update you at the @MarketingKitchen Twitter feed, as well as this page, and whenever we get a website up. I'm facing a difficult journey ahead, I'm sure. I'm not just doing it for me, I'm doing it for you. So if you join me, together we'll be stronger and we'll get this done. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, there's always fresh content simmering on our storytelling stovetop. So whatever happens in this kitchen shouldn't stay in this marketing kitchen. I'm Ron Vining, your host, reminding you to invite your family and friends to the next episode of Marketing Kitchen TV.